in Atlanta, just kind of reinvented myself, if you will. Was in school to finally complete a dream that I had for myself at that time. Had met a wonderful man, was engaged to be married, had a beautiful daughter, and one day I got a letter in the mail. And in the letter was a diagnosis of HIV. And in one fell swoop, everything that I had aspired to, everything that I had worked towards, everything that was my joy and my bliss, in one fell swoop was gone. I fell into a depression that I can't even to this day find the words to explain or to describe. I was physically present, but I was an absentee parent to my daughter because I had gone into this hole. This man who loved me enough to even want to continue to be with me throughout this diagnosis, I shut down to. 2 weeks after the diagnosis, I found out that I was expecting, and this was something that I dearly wanted. And in the state that I was in, I made a choice that I probably would not have otherwise made. 3 months later, I got another letter in the mail saying, "Oops, we made a mistake." Because in that moment, there was a huge sense of relief, and everyone around me felt that in that moment, my burden had been lifted. But for me, that's when it began. I went from being depressed and broken, suicidal, to angry and homicidal. And I don't say that in jest. I literally mean, I remember that was a period of time when there was a gentleman who had gone into an office building in the Atlanta area and done the mass killing. And I remember sitting with a group of people, and they were talking about it from a place of what a tragedy. And out of my mouth came, I could see myself doing that. And in that moment, I knew I needed to go get help. So I began to really, go on this journey of recovery, and started studying a lot of things in metaphysics, and started doing a lot of research around women and dis-ease in the body. And what I found about HIV, STDs, and STIs is that the common denominator is that the majority of people, particularly women who experience dis-ease around their sexual organs or STIs, it's rooted in a lack of self-worth. Doing the research on the name and doing the research on the diseases, it led me on this journey to really to heal that part of me, to heal the part of me that is broken in so many of us as women, but we don't even know it's broken because it's become normal. It's become normal to give ourselves away. It's become normal to walk around in a place of deficit. It's become normal to accept a mediocre lifestyle. It's in our nature to nurture. It's in our nature to give ourselves away. And I simply challenge that and say, I feel that it is an issue of a lack of self-worth for us to do that. The problem is it's been called normal. We've been set up and expected to do that. And when we do that, because our bodies are all about energy, when we give away to somebody else, when I continually serve you, when I continually give to you, and there's nothing being refilled or refueled in me, at a certain point, this energetic system is going to break down. So the thoughts that we carry in our minds, a lot of us say yes when in our minds we really want to say no. A lot of us do things and commit ourselves to things that we don't really want to be committed to. So the energy that we carry around starts to manifest in our body as disease. So the First Lady Lifestyle and Leadership Academy is about teaching women to first love themselves enough to listen to the divine guidance that is on the inside of them, connect to their uniquely divine and powerful purpose, and attach that to a business, because I believe that empowerment takes place only when we are economically empowered.